Tonight we are continuing our Decision 2013 coverage with another candidate running for Macon-Bibb County Mayor. Joining me now to talk about his campaign is Mr. Daivd Cousino. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me here.
So you've run for mayor several times in the past, so what makes this time different? Why are you running again?
Well, this time makes a big difference because we're a nonpartisan this time, where you don't have to have a political affiliation to put yourself into office, which I think is more beneficial for me because most people know me as an independent person. I'm really not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not an independent party. I am for the people and for the people.
Well, talk to me a little bit about you. You have no experience as an elected official, so tell me why are you qualified to run this new government?
Okay. Well, qualification, just about anybody can qualify to be the mayor. You know, yeah, it's a certain age and certain education. I'm actually overqualified since I have a college degree. So that puts me more in a standings. So, you know, when they say what's qualification, when you get into that position, nobody actually knows what's going to happen in that position when they first get into it. Everybody had to start somewhere. And being in this new government, it's going to be totally different even for the ones that say that they are experienced. So if we keep running this office the same way that we've been in the past and we put it into the new government, how can we make a difference in this community or make a change in the community if we put the same people back into office? It's redundant. We can't.
Specifically about you as a person, what qualities do you bring to the table in terms of experience?
Okay. As in terms of experience, you know, being a missionary, if anybody knows what a missionary is, and you go overseas and you go into different areas, like say Southern Sudan, like I was in the year 2000, you go into Ethiopia, you go into Kenya, you go into Uganda, you go into Russia, you go into China, you go into Cepeda, Mexico, you go into El Salvador. Not easy countries to go into. These are what they call the 1040 window of you know, missionary work. Some of the areas, you know, if you talk the wrong things, you may not even come out of there. So, you know, it's the communication that I have with people, whether you're on the lowest end of the totem pole or whether you're at the top end of the totem pole of presidencies and that. You know, I know on personal relationships of different presidents. And that's where I am. I'm a communicator. I'm not a person that'll sit there and say, well, you know, I'm the head of the leader of this and I can do this and I can do that. It takes the people. It takes the communication to work with everybody.
Okay, communication is key according to you. Right. Now, if elected, there's going to be a long, tough road ahead for you. So what do you feel the most challenging task off the bat would be and how would you address it?
The most task is what they would say is crime, but you got to go back to the basic. Where did crime start from? Most of it is because most people don't have jobs. Why don't they have jobs? That goes right back to education, because they don't have the educational levels to get a job. So how do we go right back to the root of the problems? We got to go back to where the mothers and fathers are, where they don't even have the education to get themselves a job, and that breeds into that child, and that breeds into that child. So you get a person that's either, you know, on city council, or you get the mayor, as we've all talked about in the past, to get a person that's from the county board or from the city board, but now to be from our new government to be on with the Board of Education.
Okay. All right. Interesting ideas. I'm sorry about that. We ran out of time.
That's okay.
No, thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget, you can watch all of our mayoral candidate interviews after the show on 41NBC.com. And don't forget to check out the Decision 2013 section for more coverage on the commission races as well.